The three-day 17th Annual United Kingdom Overseas Territories Attorney General Conference is being hosted in the Turks and Caicos Islands for the very first time. It began today, and let's go now to Joy Trail with the details.
The 17th Annual Attorneys General Conference began today, April 8th, at the Sands in Grace Bay. The group of men and women from judicial sectors of various overseas territories, Canada and the United States, gathered in an opening ceremony to kick off a series of meetings to discuss matters of mutual interest.
I note from the conference agenda that there are some very important matters to be discussed, and I trust that our deliberations will be very fruitful and that you will all have a very pleasant stay with us.
In remarks to the attendees, the Governor of the TCI, His Excellency Richard Tafari, highlighted some key aspects specifically related to the judicial system of the TCI, including the newly implemented Criminal Justice Strategy Group.
The purpose of the group is essentially threefold. Number one, it takes an overview of all criminal justice related issues. There is no other body that does that. And in particular, it identifies gaps. There have been one or two areas which really have been left sort of sitting between a number of different agencies, and no one agency has really felt, well, it's our lead, we'll get on with it. And so we've been able to identify some of those issues and said, right, well, let's agree who is going to take that forward. So that, I think, has been very valuable in itself.
The other purposes of the Criminal Strategy Group are to promote incorporation between the different agencies and to maintain a body for information exchange. The Governor also noted the move to address judicial issues in providing rehabilitation facilities for juveniles and to provide competitive salaries for young native judicial employees.
The issue, of course, is that they're public servants, so they're paid according to the public service pay scheme. And public servants anywhere, of course, I can say as a UK civil servant, we're not the best paid people on the planet. And it's difficult to square that, the fact that they're public servants, with the competition that we're getting from the private sector. We've come up with a professional skills allowance of $500, $600 a month to try to help. But that doesn't seem to be enough, and I think it's going to be a constant challenge for us.
The Attorneys General Conference was born out of a need to develop relationships between the judicial sectors of the overseas territories. Chairperson of the conference, the Right Honourable Baroness Scotland, praised the territories in pioneering such an important establishment and expressed privilege in being a part of the learning and sharing experience.
Most important of all, I'm looking forward to working with you over the next few days to discuss ways in which the Attorneys General can support the territories in preparing for the challenges ahead.
The conference will continue on to Thursday, April 10th. For WIV4 News, I'm Joy Trail.